I made like a jokey comment about Boris while he was there. I'd made this a jokey comment, and you just turn around to me and goes, "You what?" I went, "Oh, nothing." Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I knew what I meant. I reckon I might get some sympathy for that one.
And I stand by it. At times, Luke Littler looks vulnerable.
Who's Darius Scott?
Luke Littler.
Has he really? Yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah.
Well, he's already beat you twice, so what's Luke Littler going to bother him? Well, Matt, here we are with another episode of the podcast, but all different surroundings. We're in your studio, mate.
Yeah, getting a bit of filming done, aren't we? Getting our Christmas content like properly nailed down for TikTok. I'm guessing most people that listen to the podcast don't actually watch TikTok because these like long form. They like things to be explained. They don't want everything in 20 seconds and pretend to be an expert like the world of TikTok really is. But we're doing some TikToks today. We're going to be here for a couple of days. We're going out for dinner tonight as well. And viewers on my channel will know the story of the sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah.
This is... Have I told you that?
I've seen it on your channel.
Me and Jodie going out for pudding. And I might as well tell our viewers because they're probably feeling a bit left out. Me and the missus went out for dinner. And the issue was, she said she didn't want a dessert. And then when mine came, she wanted some of my dessert.
And I know that ain't happening, Matt. There's no way you're giving her some of your dessert. Even though it's your missus, there's no way you're giving her any, is there?
And we're going to the same place tonight. So... There is no sticky toffee pudding tonight for Andy. And I can confirm that. You don't need to wait till next week to find out if it happened. There will be no sticky toffee pudding.
And the best of it is, Matt, is I've got my hoodie on today because it's cold. It's -3, driving down here today. But I'm sat with the radiator behind me that's absolutely blowing
Yeah,
hot.
I just turned it up.
Yeah. So that's why I've got a bottle of water here, because I'm rather hot.
The problem is you keep putting it on top of the radiator.
Yeah,
so it's going to be boiling water in a minute. Like...
Oh dear. Anyway, let's get stuck in. I want to start with the World Championship draw, Matt. Everybody's talking about it, and I've pulled out a few games that I think look a bit dicey for the seeds. You're the expert on this sort of thing. I know you give advice to certain sites that might need your advice when they're setting up odds and things. So I want to go through one or two that I've picked out and just go, do you think I've picked out a potential winner?
Okay.
So Joe Cullen is a seed. He's seeded 32, but he's got the informed Bradley Brooks.
Yeah. First impressions for me straight away was Bradley Brooks to win that game. Bradley Brooks is actually the favourite with the odds compilers to win that match. But we've seen this from Joe Cullen before. Remember Corey Cadby? A few years ago, Joe Cullen stormed to the stage in a bit of a mood, almost being written off, and beat Corey Cadby. Then happened again, didn't it, last year? Vessel Nyman. Joe Cullen then stormed out of the press room. He's been written off again. He's not favourite. I mean, this year would probably be rightly so, maybe when we look at the form he's had this year, but he's still got signs, hasn't he? He's still had some good Pro Tours. It's just not been Joe Cullen consistent.
Yeah, and Bradley hasn't broke into the 64 yet, so that's quite a brave, whoever's compiling
He
this
has
to
only
make him favourite.
had 10 months of the tour.
Yeah,
He got
that's
his
fair.
Card back in January.
And he has won a tour. He did win a PDC event, didn't he?
And he's reaching latter stages as well, And I called the final the day Bradley Brooks won the Pro Tour. He was exceptional. He bashed the likes of Gerwin Price. He was beating those top players. And the thing for Bradley Brooks, if we look at his Q School form, it was incredible. It was amazing. And then it was like, can you transfer that to the Pro Tour? Because he's never done it yet. And he didn't. It took him a little bit of time. But now he's starting to really find that form. And by the way, Bradley Brooks, what an inspirational story.
Yeah.
Because if we actually look back 12, 18 months, a year ago, Bradley Brooks was going to a couple of WDF events, like the Scottish Open. He went out early. He weren't even picking up ranking points in a WDF event, losing to people averaging mid-70s. He went to the Super Series, did nothing. And you think, well, maybe Bradley Brooks is going to be that player that just never becomes what we think he could have been.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now, look at him.
Incredible. So I think we're both going for Bradley Brooks, unless it riles Joe Cullen up and he comes back fighting. All right, next one. Now this will be controversial. Seeded 16. Damon Heta against Steve Lennon, who seems to have found a little bit of form. I remember Steve Levin as being a really big 180 hitter when he burst onto the scene. Is he getting it back? Damon seems to be struggling. Out again first round in the players.
I think the question here is more about what does Damon Heta do rather than what does Steve Lennon do. I think we know what we're going to get from Steve Lennon. He's going to be somewhere between that sort of 87, 92 sort of mark. Is that enough? That's going to be the point. Damon Heta been losing early in the games. I mean, I follow the rankings and I do videos and stats and I run stories on these all the time. And when we looked at the Premier League selection for last year, there was a genuine chance Damon Heta could have gone in the top 4 of the world.
Yeah.
Which would have put him in that. He's now in 16. And I think the thing that Damon Heta has always lacked throughout his career is that one big payday. He was challenging the top 4 in the world without really getting anything more than £35,000 on his rankings, which means he was always there, he was always competitive, he's doing well on the Euros, well on the Pro Tour, but didn't have that run to the semi-final of the World Championship, didn't have that run where he got to the final of the match play, or have a deep run in the UK Open. He's always missed that deep run, and the problem is now he's starting to lose early. And not only is he losing early, but he's losing early to people well down. I mean, he lost to Justin Hood, who's new tour card holder. They're on debut at the Players' Championship Finals. Damon Heta, you'd imagine, would be a massive favourite for that game, and he lost that match. And for me, now, there's alarm bells ringing a little bit with Damon Heta. And is he going to develop to be that player who can play? And we've seen people struggle in the past. Ian White, Mark Walsh. There's been loads of players that have followed this same category, and right now the question is, and I don't have the answer to this, and we'll find this out in time, because we're going to see it unfold.
Maybe he goes and wins the Worlds, gets £1 million on his ranking, gets in the Premier League, you know. So who's your prediction for that one?
I would go with Damon Heta.
You go with Heta.
I think Damon Heta will get through it, but how far does he go in this tournament? I think he's always looking a bit vulnerable.
All right. Next one I've picked out, 17th seed, Rob Cross against Decker. I like everything I see about Decker. I even like his name, of course, because he's called Decker. My favourite player. Those that watch the podcast will know who I'm talking about.
Doesn't that feel weird? Just when you say that, number 17, Rob Cross.
Yeah.
And there's more drops potentially, not just for him, but there's players who are looking to take some big drops. You know, we're looking at Stephen Bunting potentially coming out of the top 4. We're looking at Dimitri Vandenberg coming out of the top 32.
Incredible.
Amongst many other players as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's one, Dimitri Vandenberg, as a seed who is very, very vulnerable. If you was to go, who do I want to draw, Dimitri Vandenberg would be quite high on that list.
Yeah.
But so would Rob Cross. My only concern here is Decker strong enough to capitalise on a B or a C game of Rob Cross?
I think he is. I think he's shown his worth over the past few months. I don't think he's scared. It's just one that stuck out for me. Right, next one. Seeded 25, Luke Woodhouse had a fantastic season, no question about that, moving up the rankings. But he's got my old favourite, Boris Kuchma. Boris is tough to beat. I mean, I wouldn't like to wrestle him. I'm sure even you wouldn't like to wrestle Boris.
Big Boris, yeah.
Big Boris.
Do you know what, right?
He's dangerous, isn't he?
So we was in Budapest a couple of weeks ago, and I made like a jokey comment about Boris while he was there. I'd made this a jokey comment, and he just turned around to me and goes, "You what?" I went, "Oh, nothing." Nothing. I didn't say anything. Like Luke's just gone off a little bit with form. Do you see him coming back in, beating Boris? You fancy him to beat Boris, right? Okay. He's developing.
Next one. Former world champion Andy Baitons against DVD, Dirk van Dijvenbode. Now, I don't know whether the referee will have to get involved in this game. Depends whether Dirk's thrown him underarm or not. But that could be... It's always when there's a bit of controversy, you think, oh, I wonder how that's going to affect him next game.
I think with that, I think there's a lot to be said how Dirk handled that off the back of it. A lot of the time you can be very persistent, or you can, when you get your back up, you can sort of stay there too long, shall we say. So Dirk threw the dart underarm. That's why dart needs to be thrown in overarm deliberate assassin. And Dirk threw the dart underarm. You can tell by the way the dart's handled on the board. I think Dirk thought that the dart had been cancelled because he stepped over the hockey.
Yes.
And then when he's gone to speak to Scott and to Charlie at the end of the game and they've explained the situation, he put his hands up and he was like, oh, if that's what it is, that's on me, that's my fault. And I don't see this a lot. When someone's just lost in professional sport and when something's gone wrong, you never see someone back down and be like, okay, that's on me, that's my fault, I'm sorry, sort of thing. And we saw that from Dirk. So I think there's a lot of credit there from Dirk. And I think there's a lot of people out there, because I know I've covered this myself, and there's a lot of people that sort of want to pick out the wrong. Like, oh, look, he's pointing his finger at him. That's a sign of aggression. It's like, don't judge the heat of the moment. Judge how you respond to it.
Yes.
Because we all do something that at times we're not proud of, but how we respond to it is more of your character.
And not only that, we're looking this from as English people as well. Different nationalities respond to things different. Sit in a restaurant with an Italian and tell them the pasta's not very good, and you'll think they're about to kill you, but they're not. They're just being passionate. That's just the way that they are. So interesting.
And he was about to lose the match.
Yeah,
and Razma had match starts.
29th in the world, Dirk. That doesn't seem like the right ranking. When he's on, he's a world beater, isn't he?
I think that's probably realistically he's going to be somewhere between 16 to 32. It's just where.
Yeah.
And realistically, as much as the players will care about where they are in that, there's no benefit of being number 17 or number 32, or now number 40.
Right. Old pal of mine, used to practice with him. 21, Dave Chisnell. Fallon Sherrock. She's playing a little bit better. She had a bit of a lull. She's playing a little bit better.
Health is good.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Yeah, healthy. Recently been on Bullseye. And Chizzy, the throw seems to be looking worse and worse, a bit more snatchy every time I see it. To me, I think Chizzy's rightly favourite, but I think that could be dodgy.
Expert punditry as well there. She's been on Bullseye. That makes all the difference when you get into the World Championships, being on Bullseye. Well, Luke Littler was on it, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's done all right, yeah.
So maybe Bullseye is the key.
Can you see that being an upset or not?
Would you class that as an upset?
Well, Chizzy's going to be favourite.
I suppose the odds compile.
Yeah.
I believe that he's 1-5, Chizzy, to win that match.
Yeah,
I think
see,
Fallon was 7-2. Crowd's going to be against Chizzy. Yeah, it's going to go close.
Yeah.
It's not a 3-0.
I think so. Another I've picked out, 26th in the scene, is Cameron Menzies. Looks to have been getting used to TV, playing really well, and then just dropped off again completely. Charlie Manby.
I don't think this is going to be an underperforming Cameron Menzies, but I rate Charlie Manby, as everyone does. Everyone rates him at the moment, don't they? He's a quality player. Chris Mason spoke, didn't he, about Charlie Manby and saying this is the guy to watch. And he's done some really good things this year. I think this is a big step forward for him. How does he handle that? That's
the question.
It's a big change. It's a lot different going and playing in like the things he is doing to playing on the World Championship stage. They're not comparable.
Yeah. And the last one I've picked out, and I want to know who'll be happier about this draw. 22, Daryl Gurney, Bo Greaves.
Neither.
Yeah.
Neither like that draw. Daryl Gurney's had a great year this year, won the World Cup, been playing well, good win percentage, dangerous all the time. Bo Greaves, exactly the same. Both of those, I look at the draw and go, that could have been a lot better.
Explain the seeding to me. Could Bo have got any seed, or was it from a...
No, so she could have got one of the low. So the top 32
17
are in there. So the top 32 are seeded, so she could have pulled like someone from like the 32 to 40, or someone from the players.
Right, but she couldn't have got, obviously, Luke Littler, or because they come
she
in.
could have got Littler.
Oh, she could have got Luke Littler?
Yeah.
Right.
She just couldn't have pulled someone from her pool of players, like Fallon Sherrock, for example.
Okay.
So 2 pools.
Okay, so, yeah...
Which is bonkers, right? So when you think about the 2 pools of players, for this scenario to even happen, right, I've gone in through the Pro Tour Order of Merit. Darius Labanauskas has qualified through Other. Right?
Yeah.
A year later, Darius Labanauskas has qualified through Pro Tour. I had to go through the qualifier, so I went to Other, and we pulled each other 2 years in a row from opposite pots. If I'd have qualified through that route, we could never have played each other. And because we went into separate pots, and then we drew each other 2 years on a row.
Did you win one each?
No, he won them both. That's why it haunts me.
Oh.
Thanks for bringing that up again.
Well, actually, you brought his name up, but, you know. Anyway, who's Darius got? I didn't know.
Luke Littler.
Has he really? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, he's already beat you twice, so what's Luke Littler going to bother him?
No, no one beats Darius in the opening round. Like, Darius will win that.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got a Luke Littler loss a few tournaments ago, because you and I promised to jump in the sea if Luke Littler won, and he's won everything since that one loss. Can you pick anybody else to win the Worlds other than Luke Littler?
No.
No. And while you've said that, our viewers will remember, and Matt's a great guy, he hasn't even reminded me once. You won 2 bets on the row. I've not paid you.
Yeah.
I've got my money here to pay you.
Oh,
in my pocket.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
£10.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Oh.
And
Is it real?
And not only that, because it's took me like a month to pay it, I got you a little bonus as well.
Oh, this is
little
nice.
bonus. I got you a packet of Pokemon cards.
Oh, Phantasmal Flames.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I went into 2 WH Smiths. So they're not called that now. TJ Jones or something. Before, one had. So I brought you some Pokemon cards as well. So there we go. Debts have been paid.
With interest.
With interest. But you can't see anybody beating him.
That's Phantasmal Flames.
With the longer format. Who's going to beat him, Matt?
Do you know what? So I spoke a bit ago, didn't I? And I said, and I stand by it, at times Luke Littler looks vulnerable. And that's the word I used, and all the clickbaity articles out there jumped all over it and missed the point of what I was saying. And with that, I say the same. There's moments like Luke Littler goes 4 legs behind. He needs to take out 150. He needs to take out 160. He's vulnerable. If he don't take out this 160, he's in big trouble. And he does.
Yeah.
Oh, if he doesn't win this leg against the darts, he's going to have to go out in 12. He does.
Yeah.
Now, does that last forever? I'm starting to get to the point where I think it does.
You know, going 10 double, leaving 30 on purpose and then going 10 double 10. It's almost like you can't keep doing that. But he does.
Did you see him against Petretsko? Bull, treble, 7 bull.
Yeah.
Like, just takes it.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, right? There was a time I was playing Phil Taylor. And Phil Taylor was always one of those players that if you ever got close to him, if you ever just, he always wanted to do something just to make you know, you're not going to touch me, pal. Like, you might be playing well, but I can just go through things. And I remember playing Taylor and he wanted 150. And you went bull and then treble 20 tops.
Yeah.
And it's like, why did you go for the ball first? But he did that just to make a point.
Yeah.
It's like, you're getting a bit close to me now, I'm going to make a point. And Littler does the same, because you think, he's got to be beat. Like, if he's pulling out bull, treble, 7 bull, he's just going to...
And didn't people say about Taylor, he can't keep miscounting? You know, how many times did he leave 162, 165? Because he just hammered the treble 20 all the time. Oh, he can't keep doing this. Well, he did. And he did all right, you know what I mean? So maybe Littler can just do his own thing, and maybe it gets in the head of the opponent. If you're him there and he goes bull, what are you thinking after that? You're like, oh, this guy's just taking a mickey out of me.
But isn't that, again, where the development of darts with coaching and outside influences? Like, if that was football, and that was Man City, and that was Haaland, they won't go, oh, it's all right, Haaland, you've scored 40 goals and we've won the Premier League. The coach has to be on his case. Like, you can't be doing that. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Where, you know, we look at Taylor and go, oh, it's okay, 6-time world champion. Should he be an 18-time world champion?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And he actually, we look at what he achieved, and actually, should he have achieved more?
Possibly. And he's that flipping famous now. He appeared on my golf podcast that I listened to this week when they're saying golf needs a Luke Littler. Golf needs somebody now to really...
Oh, I thought you was on about Taylor.
Yeah, no, Littler.
And the thing about Taylor, I was going to say, he appears on my feeds, but what he's doing there is he's got these curtains in his house.
Yeah, or he's sat having a brew in a cafe or something. Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Interesting, Phil Taylor-wise.
Yeah.
Oh, look at these shades. Like, it's like, really?
But yeah, Littler was on the golf podcast, so the golfers that have clearly got into darts, and they said a really good question. So the reason it came up was they were talking about the world number one. He's a guy called Scotty Scheffler. But they said, if you showed somebody a picture of Tiger Woods, who's not into golf, like you're not into golf, you would know that's Tiger Woods. Yeah. If I showed you Scotty Scheffler, you'd be like, some American bloke, no idea. But yet he's world number one. He's won major titles, but he didn't have the arrogance of Woods. And I thought the same thing. If we went in the Trafford Centre now and went, who's that? They go, that's Luke Littler. But if we went, who's that Luke Humphries? They wouldn't have a clue.
Maybe we should do this.
Should we do that?
We'll make some TikToks on that.
Okay, right.
We're
That's
going
a
to
good
town
idea.
tomorrow.
Right.
Who's this?
Yeah, who's this? Right. Okay. We'll do
Probably
it.
won't work in Daventry. Actually, there'll be no one walking around town.
Yeah.
Like, so if we'd have to wait till we're in Bolton.
Okay. So Matt, I know you love taking the mickey out of this section because last week I asked for holiday destinations for August, and the first reply was Edinburgh. Now I'm actually going to Edinburgh, but in December. I don't see it as a summer destination where I'm going to get a tan. Do you?
I don't think you're going to tan, to be perfectly honest. But Edinburgh's not a bad place. I flew out there a few times. You'd enjoy a bit of Edinburgh, and it's a bit of you.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a bit posh.
Yeah.
In places.
Nice glass of whiskey and some haggis.
Yeah, I mean you're not having no haggis, are you?
I love haggis.
Really?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's fantastic. It is.
I
And
thought
we
you'd be more anchovies.
Yeah, no, but we had Alan Suter on, didn't we? And we were talking to him about porridge and stuff. But nobody's been in the comments about that. But I've started making it with milk anyway. But anyway, what have I been doing this week? I want to talk about a film on a darts podcast.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I watched a film, I think it was on Netflix, called House of Dynamite. If you've watched this, please get in the comments because I can only describe it as the best hour of a movie I've ever seen with the worst ending I've ever seen. Like, if you would say to me, if I'd watched half of it, I'd be like, Matt, you've got to watch this film. I can't take my eyes off it. After I'd watch it, I'd be like, Matt, do not watch that film. You are going to go mental when you see the ending. So if you've seen that, House of Dynamite, and if you haven't seen it, don't go and watch it. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. What have you been up to?
So I went to a gaming fair in Doncaster.
Oh, you spent a load of money again.
Yeah, way too much. You know, meant to be buying a house, like, and I just keep going to gaming fairs and things. But there's quite a funny one actually. So I'm bumping into a lot of people that recognise what we do either from socials or within the darts or whatever it is that people recognise from. I did a video on TikTok with the missus. Right, and if you haven't seen the video,
You did a video on TikTok with the missus.
Yes.
Just cut it there. That'd be a great way to.
So what I did is she came in and she goes, and she drops her scarf on me and she goes, I want you to tie me up and teach me a lesson, right? So next shot.
Where's this going, man?
It's
You got another channel I don't know about.
Next shot, it's her side of the chair with me going, oh, there's 3,944 different ways to hit a nine dart, and I'll give a lesson about nine darters. So it's just an interesting way of doing a lesson about nine darters and things.
Okay.
So that went out. I was at the gaming fair in Doncaster, right? Someone comes up and goes, oh, I've seen you on TikTok. She's like, oh no.
I thought you were going to say a girl came up with a scarf and went, will you teach me a lesson?
Oh God. To be fair, I've had a lot of weird messages off of that video. Like, I probably shouldn't have done it. And I've got 2 more still to go on that sort of topic. And the amount of people that I've had messages in, do you do group lessons? Yeah. All sorts of like weird things.
What's your OnlyFans account?
Oh, I should, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Edgar on
I
OnlyFans.
think I'd sell that quite well.
God help
That'd
us,
be out
Matt.
some Pokemon cards, wouldn't it? Like,
Oh, yeah.
phantasmal. So there, we're going to bring them back in again. Look,
Yeah.
I know this ain't great for the audio viewers.
Imagine,
but yeah, Pokemon
now
cards.
the only thing that could be worse is if you opened them and there was a rare one in. I'd be mortified. You know, it's a bit like when people buy you a lottery ticket for your birthday. Imagine if you won the lottery and they bought the ticket.
So you can normally tell with
how can you
Pokemon
tell?
cards. It's the weight. So some of them weigh more. So like the better cards are heavier because there's more art on them and things.
So if you had a shop, could you not just weigh up?
weigh them all, yeah. Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
all the scams, don't you?
So my parents used to have a newsagent. So I used to. So
So nobody ever got
remember
a
back in the day, Walkers used to get a little blue sachet in, where you get free crisps or like a fiver.
Shaken something.
No,
Shaken
no,
salt
no,
or something?
no. They
Oh.
used to get a blue sachet in, and it'd
thought
have
you
a fiver in it, or you'd get free crisps.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Right. So I mean, our viewers will, of course. So I used to go in the morning before the shop opened. I used to feel all the crisps. seeing if there was one in there. I thought, oh, that's got a blue sachet, put that back. That's got a blue sachet, and put it back. And I used to feel them all and put them all to the side. So when I had my pocket money, I'd always buy the ones that had the blue sachet in, because I at least would get a free bag of crisps.
Entrepreneur from a very young age.
Here's one for you then, if we're going to go full down this road of other chat.
Okay.
So the news agents we had, so you had the paper boys, and we used to have supplements that would go in. So the supplements would be things like the magazines and things, or the leaflets you'd get in your newspaper.
Yeah.
And the paper boys used to hate doing it, because you used to have to get there like half an hour earlier, do it all in. And I went round to all the paper boys. You got to think I'm 7 or 8 at this point. I went round to every paper boy, and we probably had best part of 20 paper boys at the time. Papers were still very good. And I've gone to them and I've said, you get £1 for doing your supplements and you don't want to do it. I said, so how about you give me 50p, I will do your supplements for you, and you get 50p for nothing. And they all took it. So I was one of the richest 7-year-olds going. Like, I was always over to Argos buying Power Rangers. It was great. Then I'd go sweeping out on all the bits, getting all the pound coins out where people had dropped cash. That experience has gone for the world. Also the experience of, like, putting your suit on, be 20 quid in the pocket. People don't get that now with card, do they?
No, you just make me think of something. And that's on TikTok. They got a guy with a metal detector on the beach. And then he got about 40 quid, and I thought, and a diamond ring and a what? I thought, that's not real.
You think I need to go metal detector?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It's my favourite. It's your favourite.
Oh, yes.
It's Rant of the Week. Mine's a really quick one. So I'll go first, because I've got a feeling yours will be a bit longer. But mine's actually dart related, Matt. Now, we've talked on this podcast several times about walk-ons. That they're no longer walk-ons, they're sing-alongs, they're that sort of thing. And my rant of the week is from watching the Players' Championships with players with really memorable, famous songs, but they don't know the words.
Yeah.
Like, you've got one song that you always come out to, that the crowd always sing along, and you stand on stage going, because you don't know the words. How difficult is it to learn the words to one song, for God's sake?
Yeah, and you know my stance on walk-ons.
Yeah.
Throw my arms out to the side, sing along. That's not a walk-on. And the thing is, this is what people have to understand. You have to understand what is over. What is the thing that's engaging? If it's someone else's song, and everyone's just loving it because it's out, you are irrelevant. You don't want to make yourself irrelevant in that moment. That you take that same song and you apply it to the other 32 players in the event, you get the same reaction. How can you make that you?
Quick question on that. Are you a fan of players that change their walk-on song a lot? Depending, like, I think it's Damon Hettery, he'll put a German one on if he's in Germany, or if he's in Holland, he'll put a Dutch song on, or that sort of thing. Are you a fan of that, or do you think you should always stick to that same walk-on?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the changing, and a lot of that is because you need to. As a fan, I need to know how to interact with you, the player. Now, if every walk-on you do the same thing, let's say for example, I would get to the stairs, and before I got to the stairs, I'd always turn and I'd look at the crowd in that section of the audience.
Yeah.
Now, if you watch me on a regular basis and you see it all the time, you know there's going to be an interaction moment there.
Yeah.
The same thing as if you've got a hand gesture, a movement. If that is the same every time, if I walk up the stairs, turn around and do something, everyone knows we've got an interaction.
Yeah.
And you need to know those interaction points. If it's different every time, how do I engage with you? So because I can't engage with you, the player, I'll engage with your song instead.
Yeah.
And then you're irrelevant now because I'm only engaging with your song.
Quick question. Favourite walk-on of all time? Wayne Mardle?
Possibly.
It's hard to beat, isn't it? It
Possibly.
was pretty good, wasn't it? It was good. Go on then. Here we go.
So
Get
do you know
yourselves
what?
comfy. Get yourselves comfy. Sat down ready for Edgar's Rant of the Week.
It's interesting you say comfy because it's about that.
Oh.
And it's also really interesting because when we're out and about now, the missus is like, you're going to write that down for the podcast, aren't you? You're going to write that down for the podcast. And I come across a lot of things now where I think, oh, that's on the podcast. But my rant of the week this week is going to go down to restaurants. And we're not going full to the tip. The tip's going to come in a moment. I'm still having
You're
that
still
one.
not happy about the tip, are you?
Still going with that. But right now, we're in November. It's cold. So if it's cold outside, when you're inside, what you tend to do is put the heating on. how many restaurants I've been to recently that don't, right? And I've gone to a restaurant and I'm sat there and I've got my coat on and it's freezing and I'm having the meal with my coat on. The missus is sat there, she's got scarf on, hat on, like, and we said, is your heating broken? No. Why don't you put it on then? Like, if I'm going to go out for a meal, why won't I just stay at home and have a meal in the
Where it's warm.
Yeah, why am I going to go out and sit in and go? And I get that heating costs have gone up and these prices have gone up, but you can't sacrifice the customer experience because of it. So we sat there, we've had this meal, it's come to about 50 quid. We're sat in the cold to eat a £50 meal, and at the end, they've asked for a tip. I've got a tip for you, mate.
I bet they didn't
Put
get
the
one.
heating on.
Yeah, I bet they didn't get one,
How
did they?
can they have the audacity to pass you a machine that says, how much would you like to tip? 5%, 10%, 15 or 20? Custom 0.
You should have put
the heating
You
on.
should have put, here's £1, put it in the meter.
Just, you'd probably have walked out.
Oh, definitely. I'm not
gone-
sitting there in my coat eating. Not a chance.
Yeah, like, you
Not a
can't put
chance.
your heating on. I'll
Yeah,
go somewhere
no.
else.
Yeah, no, I don't care how fancy it was either. Or, you know, it's irrelevant whether it was a £10 meal or a £100 meal. If it's not warm and comfortable in there, forget it. I ain't staying. I'm
Like,
gone.
I'd say the missus, coat, hat, scarf, the lot. And at no point did they look at it and go, it's quite embarrassing actually. We've got customers sat in here like fully dressed, like sure they'd feel comfortable to take the coat off. No. And the audacity to ask for a tip.
You
like,
made me
oh
laugh
my
then
God.
quickly about it. I saw a comedian the other day online. You were talking then about, like, I could be at home eating. And he was talking about he'd been to Glastonbury. And he was like, woke up and he was like, my back's hurting. I'm in a field. Why am I doing that? I've got a 4-bedroom detached house at home. What am I doing in a tent in a muddy field? Yeah. And I thought, yeah, that's absolutely fair. Well, as the viewers know, Matt, my least favourite part of the podcast is the quiz. So I thought I'd pose a question. We're very lucky to have Jake with us today. We got 3 mics. You're going to be hearing from him in a minute. So I'm going to ask you both the same question. I'm going to let him come in first because I did not know the answer to this question, and I should.
There's a shock.
Yeah, there's a shock. So, what is Jan van Veen's nickname?
The Giant.
Did you know that? Be honest. Jake's got that. Did you know
He
it,
got
Matt?
very quickly, didn't he?
You
as
got
well,
it
yeah.
very quick. I'm not sure you knew that, did you?
Do you know what?
I didn't. I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
The Giant. Yeah. Because it's not on his shirt. I've never heard him introduced as Jan van Veen, the Giant. I've heard
change it,
the Gentle Giant. Was that Mensa?
I think that's meant to. Yeah.
Oh, there's the German Giant, Clemens. But I've never heard Jan van Veen the Giant until I saw it on screen this week. So there you
He's
go.
not really that giant, really, is he?
No.
Like,
He's
I wouldn't look at
tall,
him and
isn't he?
go,
But
"Oh, what a giant!"
no, no. So there you go. Had Jake not been with us, I might have finally got you there, but he's helped you out. Anyway, Jake, over to you, who has apparently put together a quiz for us. Well, it'll be for Matt, won't it? It won't be for me.
I just want to pick up on there as well. I only know because I looked at it with my girlfriend and I was like, that's not his nickname, is it?
There we go.
So we've definitely looked at the same thing. Brilliant. So the quiz this week is for both of you. So we're going to do an interchanging who answers first. Okay. If you get the question wrong, it'll roll over to your opponent and we're going to choose who throws first, in inverted commas, by cheeky rock, paper, scissors. But we'll get to that in a minute, right?
Okay.
So it's World Championship themed. I'm going to give you 10 players and you're going to tell me the furthest run they've had in the PDC World Championship.
Okay.
Oh, Edgar's going to win this. He's Mr. Stato and he knows everything.
Rock, paper, scissors are always one of the most debated things as well. It's like, do you go 1, 2, shoot, or is it
Yes.
1, 2, 3, shoot?
No, you shoot on 3.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Best of 3 as well.
Best of 3?
Yeah.
Blimey. It's a long podcast, this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
We both went scissors for audio listeners.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you
Stuck
go.
with it. Yeah.
So I'm 1-0 up. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay.
We think alike too much, don't we? This is good for the audio listeners because they have no idea what we're
You should
doing.
probably just say what you like.
Yeah, we probably should actually. Yeah, that'd be good, Jake. Thanks. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 1-1.
Oh, 1-1. So Matt had scissors, I had paper. 1, 2, 3. Both rocks. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, there you go. You thought I was
okay.
gonna try and
Yeah,
catch it,
yeah. So you got rock, I got scissors.
For
2-1.
audio listeners, Andy lost.
Yes, 2-1.
Like you still went 1, 2, 3. I was saying go 1, 2, rock.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we still got it wrong, didn't we? Yeah, we still got it wrong. Everybody's shouting at this. Them two haven't got a clue. They can't even do rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, right, okay. So Edgar won. So does that get? He goes to go first.
He goes first. If he gets it right, we move straight on to the next one. If he gets it wrong, you'll get a go.
Okay.
So if he gets it right, he gets the next question as well.
No. It'll still go to you.
It still got to. Oh, good. At least I get a turn.
So player number 1, Simon Whitlock.
You got to the final, runner-up.
Correct.
Both in the PDC, and you also got to the final of the video.
yeah,
Was it 2012, Simon Whitlock?
How much have you paid, Jay, for this quiz?
Was Whitlock 2012?
I won't give you the year. I can give you who he played, though.
Oh, he lost to Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be 2012.
All
No,
right,
was it
so you're on
7-3,
one. Okay, here we
7-4,
go.
Good final.
Here we go. I reckon I might have got that as well. This one's going to be somebody that got to like the last 32 or something.
Well, the throw was kind of important. Player number 2, Willie O'Connor.
Oh, you see what I mean? This is not even fair. This is not even fair. Willie O'Connor, World Championship, last 16.
Round number 3. Oh. Shouldn't say, actually, should I?
I reckon you got to the third round.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just me and Matt that can mess up. This is Jake's quiz. It's his rules, and he still jumps in.
I'm going to go no score for anyone there.
No score for anyone.
Do you think you would have got that?
No.
Yeah, last
No,
32.
he wouldn't have got that. He wouldn't have got that.
Right,
next one.
back to you, Matt. Darius Labanauskas.
Quarter final. I know that well. I lost to him first round the year he did that. Quarter
This
final.
is, I so needed to win the ball,
I
didn't
think he lost to Van Gerwen. You wouldn't have got Labanauskas.
Yeah, I don't
You
have
would have
a
got
chance.
quarter final.
Yeah, I think I would.
Lost to Van Gerwen.
Yeah, I think I would have got that.
You are correct. It was a quarter final.
That's 2 to you.
Technically 3.
I hate this segment. I absolutely hate this segment.
Andy, player number 4,
Taylor?
Scott Williams.
You see, this is ridiculous.
That's easy.
Scott Williams. Oh, now why something just popped out of me there? I think he's had a deep run.
Cogs are turning.
Cogs are proper turning. I think it's either quarters or semis. I'm going to go quarter final.
Wrong.
Incorrect.
It was a semi-final.
Correct.
I said it was either quarters or semis as well.
He's defending the prize money this year. Him and Rob Cross, £100,000.
I should have stuck with you first. My first thought was semis and I double doubted myself.
Going well, this.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Any other year, that would have been the biggest story, but that was Luke Littler's debut, so that must be why you forgot.
Right, can you give one that Matt gets wrong, please?
Very on point, actually, for you, Matt. Player number 5, Glenn Durrant.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
I know Glenn didn't have the greatest, did he? I'm not sure if it's last 16 or if it's quarters.
I've got a chance here.
It's somewhere around that sort of
I don't know
area.
what you're going for.
I'm going to go last 16.
Is that right?
Incorrect.
I'm going to go quarters then.
Correct.
Yes!
Quarter final.
Yes.
Yeah, I
two.
knew it
Is
was- I
that
knew it
2-1
was
or
around that
3-1?
sort of-
So Edgar has got 1, 2, 3, and Andy, yep, you have just a singular 1.
Can I? Is there enough for me to catch up?
Was it the COVID? No, it weren't the COVID year, was it?
It was 2020.
Yeah,
Yes.
COVID year. Yeah, 2020.
Doesn't say who he played. But
Because that's the COVID year, 2021.
Yeah, they were both COVID years. Remember?
No, there was only one COVID year. That was that one. 2020.
Are we
Is
really
it?
are-
Look, I played Darius Labanauskas. I'm in front of a crowd, Andy. I know what the 2020 World Championship was. See this crowd here? Like,
I could have sworn 2020.
no, 2021, that's the COVID year. I
I
played in them. I do know the difference.
Yeah.
Like, this one definitely had crowd in it. You can see them all there.
Okay. All right.
okay, so Andy, back
Yes.
to you. Player number 6,
Yeah.
Johnny Clayton.
Now this feels like one I should know. This feels like one I should know. Johnny. Can I picture him over a long distance? No, I can't. I can't. Do you know what? I'm gonna go last 16.
Incorrect.
My initial thought was semi-final, but I can't picture where that game was, so I'm going to go quarters.
Correct. Quarter final.
So close. 4-1 down. Brilliant.
Yeah, close, yeah.
But it's just like every week, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just really like every week.
Player number 7, Matt. Stephen Bunting.
Semi-final.
Correct.
For the audio listeners, I'm shaking my head. I'm just this segment's getting removed. I'm
You're
not
good at
having this.
one,
I'm gonna
Every
change
week.
this segment to something else.
That comment that still gets me. If my life was on Andy getting a quiz question right, I'd just end it myself.
Yeah.
So you can't win now, Andy.
No.
However, because of the fact that there's breaks and stuff like that, if you win the next 2, we'll put the last one down to a double points.
Oh, okay.
Technically, you're playing for pride here.
Player number 8, Bo Greaves.
Bo Greaves. I don't remember her winning a game on the play stage. Did she win a game? No. Last 64.
How did you get that wrong? How did you
Oh
get
no,
that
there's
wrong?
128, isn't there?
No,
Did you get to the last
96. Last 96.
Oh well, that's what I meant. I meant she hadn't won a game. I was forgetting that.
No, how do you get
Oh,
that wrong?
I kind of got that.
No, you didn't. It's 96.
in my head. Well, I said she hasn't won a
96 is
game.
not 64.
She hasn't won a game.
I'm gonna say incorrect.
Oh,
the
so
last
what?
96.
So I said she hasn't won a game, and then I said last 64, thinking there was
which would have been a one game.
Thinking that she would have had to have been a seed to be in the last 64. Correct.
Yeah. Or
That's
won the
what
first
kind of
game.
what I meant. Yeah, I knew what I meant. I reckon I might get some sympathy for that one.
No,
because I did say she hasn't won a game,
No,
which she hasn't.
So Matt, your answer is?
last 96.
I'm going to assume that's right. It's round 1 technically on this website, but
96.
yeah, round 1. Okay, player number 9. Back to you, Matt. Paul Lim.
Oh, PDC. Now that's tricky because we're going to go back a long time here, aren't we? I'm going to go quarterfinals.
No.
That's incorrect.
I'm thinking Circus Tavern.
No.
I'm sure he had a run.
No. I'm going to say last 32.
No, surely.
So according to this, Paul Lim's best ever run was round 2.
Last 32.
Even back at the tavern.
Round 2. So that wouldn't be last 32.
Yeah, it would. Qualifier. Gets you
No,
to
no, no. It was
64.
32 players back then.
Oh, well then that's
So
a
it's last
dodgy
16.
answer.
Well, he's reached round 2 in 2021, 2018, and in 2001.
Yeah, so they're different answers then, because there weren't as many players then. But you're still wrong.
I'm sure he had a good
He
run.
didn't. I'm thinking from 3 or 4 years ago when I remember him getting to that stage. So that's a bit of a controversial one. We've let him in for 1 week, Matt, and already he's causing controversy. Do you know what I mean? And we're not used to this on the podcast or on YouTube. We're not used to controversy.
Just knew you getting it wrong.
For the sake of pride, I'll say Andy got a point there.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You need it.
Finally,
Final question.
Andy, player number 10,
Yeah.
Martin Adams.
Did he play in the Worlds the 1 year he was on the PDC? Ooh.
Well, he must have, otherwise he wouldn't be in the quiz. Like,
Yeah. So, yeah, but how far did he get? I haven't got a clue. I mean, that's such a long time ago. So I'm going to say round 2.
which is what?
I don't know because it doesn't say on his thing. It just says
Incorrect.
what was it?
It's
Oh, sorry.
It's sort of last 16 quarterfinals area, I think, because he played the match play as well, didn't he, that year? I'm going to say last 16.
Can we name the year? Would it be 95?
No, it would have been 2001, I think.
You're close.
2002.
Further away.
2000.
2000.
Or 1999.
I'm having you on. He's never played in it.
Because I know he played the match play, didn't he? And what did you get, quarterfinal match play?
He did
And
something.
that was what, I think 2001.
Something that people don't
sometime.
remember them.
First round of the match play 2000, semi-final 2001,
Oh, there you go.
Grand Prix quarterfinals 2001.
Yeah, because
How did he play 2 years running the match play without playing the Worlds?
Because he picked Lakeside. You could pick, couldn't you? Back
Ah.
then. You didn't have to play the one system.
That's by far the most in-depth quiz we've ever had.
So Martin Adams, it is some more for you. So that year, the likes of Martin Adams, Chris Mason, Kevin Painter, all did the dual system, and then they had to pick. And Adams picked BDO, where the likes of Painter and Mason, they picked PDC.
All right then. Before we move on to comments and emails, because we like that, best player that's never won the World Championship, Matt, in your opinion?
Me.
Oh, really? Really?
Got to the second round.
Yeah.
Like-
Who's the best player that's never won the World Championship?
It's easy. James White. It's not even a debate.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah. Most successful
I
player
guess
never
he's
to win.
got the most majors that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's not
never
even
won the
close.
World.
Yeah. It's not even a question.
Comments and emails. Ivan's been on, but we'll get to him again in a minute. He's a regular, is Ivan. Alex Mooney's been on. And I've printed it so small, I'm struggling to read it. He loves the content. I'm going to read it all. Being involved in the professional sporting environment myself in football, so it's a reference to you as well, I would never imagine not celebrating after scoring a goal. I always question why dart players don't celebrate when hitting big checkouts at crucial times or winning important legs.
Yeah, so great observation. I think, first of all, I'm going to pick up on this from a different point of view. I agree 100%. Every time someone scores a goal, whether it is Haaland scoring against Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup, he's going to go celebrate it. But for some reason, it's frowned upon in darts, isn't it? If Luke Littler is playing you and he goes 1-0 up and he goes, oh, everyone's like, he's only beating Andy. What's the problem? Like, there's a weird thing
Look
with
how
it,
much
isn't there?
stick Gerwin Bryce gets.
Yeah.
I mean, whether he goes a little bit over the top, I don't really know. But why?
Yeah.
To be fair, I was a celebrator. You?
Oh, massively.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
helped
you've
with the
seen me
adrenaline.
play, right?
Yeah, it helps with the adrenaline. I think it gets you going, and so I don't understand why they don't.
No. But what I'll also say is I don't think they're comparable. So with football, we're talking motor skill. We're talking an avenue to, with that adrenaline, to channel it. So you can feed off the environment, you can channel that energy because you're going to be running around, you're going to be doing all these big movements. With darts, it's a fine motor skill judged over the tiniest of margins. So with that, we need a level of control and we need a level of being able to manage adrenaline levels, nervous energy, whatever it is. And I don't think peaking and spiking is the way to manage your way through a game of darts.
Maybe it works for some and not for others. So I've got a question for you then. In football, they take the shirt off and celebrate. Now they get a yellow card.
Yeah.
What can't you do in darts? What would be considered, you've crossed the line now, and the ref has to have a word?
I've had a word.
Oh, you've been...
Yeah. I've done content on this before. So when I was playing in the 2020 World Championships...
COVID year.
against Darius Labanauskas, he was pummeling me. I was getting absolutely battered. He was playing well. And I ended up winning a leg, and I was like, the crowd give me an eye, like, hey! So I'm like, I'll sod it. I'm going to go with it. And I went with it. And then I won the next leg. So I went again. And then I got a warning off the referee for over-celebrating. So absolutely, there are sanctions and warnings and things that sort of go on. But I don't think I want to see anyone take the top off at darts, to be honest with you.
Colin Lloyd did it.
He did,
once, didn't
yeah.
he? There's footage
Picture
of
of
that
health,
around,
Ernie.
isn't there?
Picture of health.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and Ivan's been on with a couple of questions, but they both relate to the same thing. And he wants to know, question for us both, what's the worst venue we've ever played at and what's the best venue we've ever played at?
I think the worst venue I've ever played at was circumstantial. In the sense that it was Butlins Minehead, UK Open, but it was the Beast of the East year.
Oh.
When it snowed, they had to shut down the main stage. The toilet had frozen, so the water in the bottom of the bowl was just ice. The pipes had frozen, so there was no heating in there. So I think it was circumstantial where it's not the worst venue, but it was at that experience.
I hated Chelsea. I don't know if you ever went down there. It was so hard to get to, like south west, like about an 8-hour drive, and then you're staying in a grotty caravan, and the board setup was awful. Like the ockeys were moving as you were towing the ockey. They weren't fixed. I was like, this is supposed to be pro darts, but it wasn't. What about best venue then?
Do you know what? Everyone's going to expect the answer to be Ali Pali or Lakeside. It's not. It's not. And I think the reason is down to lighting. You know, you think the World Championship stage is going to be really well lit. It's not. It's dull. It's dark. And everything else is really bright, so it makes it feel even darker. So, yeah, I would say, you know, it's lit for cameras. It's not lit for me. So I'd say those aren't so much the case in those sort of big stages. I used to love the UK Open when it was at Bolton. I used to love it there.
I nearly said that. I thought that was a great venue. I know you were going to
fantastic.
jump in and say, well, Andy, that was the only place you ever played at, but that was a great venue. But for me, it's the Dutch Open. I can't remember the hall where they had it, but sort of 6,000 people in the most well-organised tournament. You knew exactly what board you were on and when. There was space galore. I used to hate it when you were crammed in and there was nowhere to... Dutch Open was amazing.
Do you know what I'm going to go with? And this one may be a little bit unexpected. I'm going to go with Super Series.
Ah.
Because that venue has been purposely built to be the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, like, the cameras. The cameras are sort of remote operated, and you don't notice them moving as such. Where when you're playing in the World Championship, you've got literally a box just outside the board, and you see the cameras moving all the time. And they're manned cameras, so you actually see somebody sometimes. Like their hands coming through and things, and you throw in. So I would say for no distractions, for that one blanket colour, for the 3D, the depth perception. I think that's very important. You know, if this surround was white on a white wall, you wouldn't quite get the depth, which would make the board feel smaller. I spoke about this before. Red surround, red backdrop, the board feels tiny. Where this is great, because we've got the white, we've got the blue and the black, and then we've got... So it makes it feel closer. It makes it feel more comfortable. And I think that's something else that the Super Series get quite well, that sort of depth perception as well. The oche is important. Like, the higher the oche is, the more it engulfs your foot and your ankle, which makes you feel shorter, which makes you feel it's the same distance, but it's the feel of it. Sometimes you feel like you're throwing up rather than throwing through. So the depth of the oche is great as well. So there's a lot to really like about that. The lighting's good. There's no distractions. It's just you, the referee, and your opponent. I think I'd have to go with the Super Series. Yeah.
I just thought I should have said the Edgar Studio. Last time I played here, you went, I've never seen yet so many 180s.
Oh, it's a great throw.
Great setup in here. It really is good. But that's it for questions this week. That's it for yet another podcast, Matt. We'll be back again same time next week. Thanks for watching, guys.